up, you guys? It's your girl, it's Not Your Mo, coming to give you guys yet another video. And today we're just going to be basically doing a little bit of a story time, just trying to help you guys understand what have your girl been doing in regards of keeping herself sane and how I've been basically running my businesses ever since this COVID-19 has hit in 2020. So as we all know, COVID has took a complete turn for the worse. 2020 just has either been your year or it hasn't been your year. I really don't think there's really no in between. Some people are surviving, some people are striving, regardless of the pandemic. Meanwhile, others are kind of struggling, finding a hard time getting help, also being evicted and things of that nature. So I just wanted to come on here and give you guys just a simple update because your girl definitely have been very blessed to still be in motion during these times and still take on the different responsibilities that I have as far as my different businesses. So at the top of the year, you guys do know that your girl did start pushing out content about me being an entrepreneur, which honestly, you guys, just to give you a little feedback, I've actually been an entrepreneur since 2011, really. Doing my own thing with my cleaning service. I just kind of try to branch off as much as possible and do different type of things to try to make multiple sources of income. So top of the year, I started talking about me starting a business doing eyelashes. And I apologize, that is not what I was supposed to do. But I do mink lashes as well, as you guys know. But ever since I've been here in Texas, I actually don't do them as much as I would like to. But I'm doing everything in my power right now to slowly rebuild my brand and learning different techniques on making sure that my content is really nice when I'm publishing it on social media, using proper hashtags and things of that nature. So that's just one of many. But like I said, in the beginning of the year, I was pushing out content about me opening up a lip gloss line and really trying to push that business and really get everything going and started. I also had accessories and sunglasses as well. And it was going really, really good. I ended up having a really close friend slash family come to me and just basically she basically came to me and, was like, hey, let me invest in your business. Like, I really, really think that this is something that we should do together. If you don't, I'm totally cool with it. But it is something that I would like to do as well. And, 2 pieces of money is always better than one. We can kind of go half on everything and we'll go from there. It became very, very... I want to say weird in a sense, but it became uncomfortable in a way, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It just seemed like more and more into the situation, it seemed like my creative ideas wasn't being able to really flourish, and I didn't feel like I was able to be that creative as I wanted to be because I was like trying to listen to her ideas, and it was kind of like overwhelming for me. Not in necessarily a bad way, but just only because I'm so used to taking on businesses by myself, never really working with no one, not really knowing the ins and outs of it, and it just kind of became too much too fast. And sometimes it was like, okay, we'll be doing like layouts or something like that, or something about the branding, and then we'll both end up doing it. And it was kind of frustrating me, and I don't know if my particular ways was kind of like standing out, and she was kind of taking it offensive. But it was kind of like frustrating me in just a small way, but not to the point where I was like, irritated with her. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like frustrating because, again, like I said, I just wasn't used to working with anyone. And I know I probably used that exercise a lot doing our little trial and error, working with each other. I know that I kept trying to push out that I was not used to working with anybody or whatever, but it did become very, very frustrating for me in a sense. And I was like, it's 2 of us. We both shouldn't have to work on the same thing. And I just think that we were like lacking communication. She had her own ideas, and I kind of had mine, but her ideas was just so, kind of straightforward. And, usually I would kind of take more time to just sit back, kind of brainstorm, get a couple of thoughts, but it was like she was just kind of like on go. And I know that it wasn't in a bad way. It was just that she probably was a little more prepared for my personal business than I was for myself. So it seemed like I began to go by her lead instead of me leading this business. And I didn't like that. I never want to feel like I came up with this mindset to start this brand and do X, Y, and Z, but, ended up having to be kind of shadowed because she was more upfront and just going, with these different ideas. So it didn't kind of give me time to be like, okay, Monique, what do you think? What do you think about this situation? What do you want to do? It was just like one thing after another. And I guess maybe I could have gotten a little overwhelmed. Not really sure. Don't really know. But that's just to me my take to it. I had mentioned a little situation, and I think we ended up talking about like the name of the brand because I had already bought accessories and sunglasses and things of that nature with my own money. So at some point she was trying to tell me that I needed to make a different name specifically for the sunglasses, so I guess it can kind of be separated. And I kind of wasn't really like feeling that. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a whole nother name. I've already made an LLC, tax ID number or whatever for our name, because I did have a name, but since she got in there, she like convinced me to change it. It was just, like I said, her to me seeming like she was trying to make it her own thing. And it didn't, now that I look at it, it didn't seem like it was a group effort. But I think it was because we just both wasn't used to having that team capability with a business. And I know for a fact that I personally did not have the experience or probably the patience either. But when it's like I try to listen, and it caused me not to actually produce any content. Like I was creative, I tried to take pictures and do different things or whatever, but it didn't allow my creativity to flourish once again. It became nothing very fast. It basically ended. I got real discouraged because I feel like I wasn't clear enough with her. I feel like I came off a certain way that I didn't want to come off as, because I love her as a person. I enjoy her on every level, conversation, friendship, family, like whatever. We're really, really cool. And I was really, really worried that was going to kind of cause tension between us. And to me, for a little while, it made things a little uncomfortable. But as time grew, as time went along, we eventually grew back cool or whatever. I still had it in my head that was something that I wanted to do, but just ended up like, I don't know. I think my feelings was just so hurt with the whole situation. It seemed like everything that I really wanted to do had like all of a sudden just kind of became chaotic and just all over the place. And my feelings was kind of like discouraged, and I kind of lost hope in it really, really easily. Because she's somebody that I really, really love, and I didn't want to ruin our relationship that we have by something so small. And it really hurt me, and I really felt like that's basically what it had kind of became. Because again, like I said, it was kind of uncomfortable. But I later, clearly got myself together, and I'm like, okay, you know what? We're going to get back into this. Probably not right now, but this is something that I want to do in the near future. So right now, I just try to write down all content, all my different ideas, all the different products that I want to use. If I have any ideas about logo, label, anything like that, because of course I'm going to come up with a new name. It's no longer going to be called what it was. But just moving forward, just trying to jot everything down, make sure that my creativity is basically kind of written down, and then once the money flow comes to a place where I can actually spend money on it and invest in it, I'll kind of have a basic layout of everything that I want to do as far as the content, all of the different products, the branding, all of that, the color schemes, whatever. I'll basically have all of that stuff pretty much lined up. Moving forward, though, I'm not telling anybody about anything that I have going on because I'm such a nice person and I feel like I'm almost too nice and I don't know how to say no. So moving forward, I don't want to be so excited that I'm like, oh my God, girl, why I'm doing this and the third. And she's like, oh yeah, let's do it together. I got this much on it. Ooh. I don't ever want to experience that again. I don't ever want to go in business with nobody. Maybe once I'm established and maybe they can come in and help or whatever, but I don't want to do it because I did genuinely have a really bad experience with it. I'm not going to say a really bad experience, but it was an emotional experience for me, and it really hurt my feelings, and it made me not want to do it at all anymore, and I don't ever want to feel like that again. So that's that. As far as the entrepreneur stuff, I was basically pushing that, but it became, like I said, nothing very fast. Thank God I still have my cleaning service, but as of right now, the cleaning has slowed completely down. Everyone is just really panicky about this COVID stuff, different people being into their households. Even though cleaning and decluttering and things of that nature is very, very important during these times, just staying disinfected and, making sure that everything is sterilized to the utmost extent. It's becoming, people are just fearful of other people being in the house. And I know that you have to take precaution and do different things and, change out mop heads and use different cloths for every room and wear gloves and wear masks. And it just seemed like it's becoming a lot so fast that it's kind of overwhelming for a lot of people that I personally clean for. And it slowed my business down tremendously. Thank God that I was able to get unemployment during this time because it clearly is just basically everything's just becoming a complete standstill. I was very fortunate during this time to still have money saved up and things of that nature, and I was able to get my breast reduction that I really wanted for my birthday. I got it extremely early though. I got it in July, and my birthday was just in October. Well, it's still October, but my birthday was just the beginning of October. And I was able to treat myself with receiving a breast reduction. If you guys want to see a video specifically on the breast reduction, please let me know in the comments below. And your girl will give you a full detailed story of my experience getting my breast reduction and the doctor and the content and the treatment and the healing process, post-op, pre-op, all that good stuff. I'll give it all to you guys. Just basically what to expect on a day of surgery, basically. Insert pictures and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So that cleaning basically has just became a thing. I've decided that I wanted to go back to school. Right now, I'm just rebuilding content as far as my cleaning service website, making sure that I have a lot of content and specifics of things and protocols that we are taking into consideration during this hard time. Things that we are doing to make sure that we are extremely careful with making sure that each house is treated with new products as far as towels and mop heads, making sure that every room that we do, we are disposing all gloves, and we are also making sure that we throw them out as we go into each individual room. So we're not going to wear the same gloves that we wear in the bathroom into your bedroom. We're going to definitely exchange them, toss them, and make sure that we are trashing everything properly as well, just to make sure that we're not spreading any more germs than we're already cleaning up, basically. So that's that. With revamping the website and things of that nature, I'm also trying to hire 2 girls to get me a little leeway to kind of get focused on me, take a step back. I have been having my cleaning service since 2011, and at this point I really want to go all in and get it super legit, and just make sure that everything is at a complete grounded standpoint, everything is solid, and we can go into this business with some girls and some coverage and make sure that they're able to do their job and proper training. And like I said, safeties and, just learning different tasks on cleaning so that they can go in and basically perform just as good as I would. But I'm kind of able to sit back and rebuild myself because, again, like I said, I do want to go back to school. So once I get all that established with the cleaning service and I get some girls hired, I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to get myself into school. That's the cleaning service. I covered the lashes. I covered the lip gloss. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as my businesses. And like I said, I still do lashes, just not as much as I would want to. I don't do cleaning, hardly, not nearly none, probably one or two, but literally bare minimum. So during this time, it's been extremely hard. But we're still like maintaining and living. We're not experiencing evictions. We're not experiencing any shut-off notices and things of that nature. And we've been very blessed to still be able to maintain a life through that standpoint. My daughter was doing virtual learning. She did currently go back to school, but I still have a lot of different ideas and just a lot of different ideas and just my personal learning experience on things that I did to help make it easier for her with e-learning. And I'm still going to push that content out. I'm still going to upload the video about that, just showing parents whose children are doing e-learning. If you have a printer, basically how to make life a lot easier. Kids are not used to the whole virtual thing. Some kids are really more experienced with like a hands-on pen and paper type of ordeal, and the little technique that I learned with e-learning basically just made it easier for my daughter because it did kind of be like overwhelming for her, and you don't want it to be overwhelming for them. You don't want it to be stressful for them to where they don't want to do it. And when they don't want to do it, then they start to get like easily distracted. So to basically avoid all that, we're going to just try to put in a couple of extra little tips and tricks to make sure that you are helping your child be as attentive in class during the virtual learning process. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I really enjoy you guys sitting here throughout this video and staying in tune. Hopefully you guys wrote down all of the little notes of things. If anything was helpful for you, just took any type of notes. Again, like I said, you guys, I have two different contents that I want to push out. Of course, one is how to help your kid doing e-learning, and of course my surgery update, day of surgery. So if you guys want to see that content, please comment down below. Let me know. I will be more than happy to push that content out for you guys and make sure that it gets there like that. So all you have to do is comment down below, like this video. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, you guys, please do so. I would highly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.